Hey guys, this is Patty B within the hauler. I got another firearm I'd like to share with y'all. I just picked this up from my local gun shop just a couple minutes ago, and it is the Sig P365 NRA edition. Go ahead and pull this out, make sure she's clear. All right, so the Sig P365, is a polymer frame striker fired semi-auto pistol, that feeds from detachable magazines. Got a 3.1 inch barrel, weighs about 18 ounces, and this one came with 3 mags, a flush fit 10 rounder. This is a 10 rounder. It's got a little more purchase there where you can kind of get your pinky on it, and then a 12 rounder that you can definitely get all fingers on. The flush mounted one, I think at least with my fat fingers, it's definitely gonna be a pinky under, but I don't mind shooting that way. So, when the P365 was introduced, and I think it was 2017, it just kind of set the world on fire, or at least the CCW world. Getting a double stack 9mm in such a small frame, such a slim frame, it had just never been done before. Before that, if you were looking at a double stack 9mm pistol, a lot of people would have chose something like this, the Glock 26, double stack, 10 rounds. This has got a +2 on it, but typically came with 10 rounds. It's 12 now. But the P365 is definitely smaller that way, and way smaller, thinner. It's just so much thinner. Even if it doesn't translate to looking that much slimmer, when you grab the two and you grip this compared to gripping that, it's just, man, it just feels so much smaller. It's pretty awesome, which is a good reason why it set the world on fire, because it's pretty sweet. Some of the features on this pistol, you've got this nice textured polymer frame. Feels really good in your hand. It's small. If you have small or medium hands, this will be fine. If you got some big old meat hooks, it may be a little bit small for you, but it definitely feels pretty good in hand. We've got your magazine release. It doesn't stick out a whole lot, so which is kind of good for CCW, and sure looks like it's reversible there if you're a lefty. Got your slide stop, slide release, takedown lever. The trigger on these is excellent. It just, let's see the release, the reset. Reset's a little long, but you just pull till you feel that wall. Man, and it's not bad. It's definitely, I like it better than Glock triggers, and I'm kind of a Glock guy. So you've got front and rear slide serrations. You've got, what Sig calls their X-ray sights, which are pretty excellent, I think. Night sights, and then, you've got that green dot surrounding the night sight in the front, which just kind of pops, especially when any light hits it. It just sticks out and looks really good. You've got a rail here. I think it's a Sig proprietary that you can mount lights or lasers or whatever you want on top. Yeah, I've shot the 365 XL before. I don't think I've ever shot just a regular P365. Kind of looking forward to it. This thing's so small, it almost feels like, you could pocket carry it. Not quite like LCP small, but pretty small nonetheless. Takedown is going to be similar to about any other Sig pistol. You can see, I guess Sig put some white grease or something in there. This thing hasn't been shot, so it's still got some factory lube on it. But the takedown, take your slide to the rear, lock it back, flip down your lever. Man, she comes off. Then you can pull out your spring, guide rod, and barrel if you want. And that's also got some, I guess, some white grease in there. The takedown is simple. And there you go. So, yeah, pretty excited about taking this thing out and, ringing some steel and see how she does. Anytime you have excellent sights and an excellent trigger, it's just going to be fun to shoot. Even though it's small and, might be a little snappy. I don't, the XL wasn't too bad, so I don't think this will be too bad either. But, it's kind of the price you pay when you're shooting a small 9mm. But, well, anyways, let's take this thing outside and ring some steel with it. All right, let's take our first shots with the Sig P365. Back here about 7 yards. Let's see what we can do. Not bad. It's you know, not as snappy as you'd think for such a small little pistol. All right, so I spray painted a target out there. We'll see what the point of impact is back here at 7 yards. All right, shooting a little bit low and maybe a little left, but yeah, that's not that bad for me. All right, I got 12 round mag. We'll see if we can get that bigger spinner to spin. Even though it's bigger and easier to hit, it weighs a lot more and it takes a lot more force to get it around. So we'll see if we can do it with 12 rounds at 9 mil. Almost got it. All right, up here on the deck, about 15 yards, we'll take some shots with the 365. Shooting about 3-4 inches low at 15 yards, but still hits pretty good. All right, we've gone through 190 of the 200 rounds I'm gonna shoot today. We'll try that 35-yard plate and see how she does. All right, got to hold up pretty high on it, but you know, use your hold, it's not that bad. All right, we're back inside from shooting the P365, and man, it thing's it's pretty sweet. It's just so small to hold 10 rounds, you know. It really is groundbreaking when it came out. I don't know why I waited so long to get one, but oh well, I've got one now, so it's all right. Excellent sights, excellent trigger. Everything about it is nice. As small and light as it is, it's still not overly snappy. I guess my only complaint was mine's hitting, you know, 2 to 3 inches low. At, you know, like 10 yards, and, you know, 15 yards, it was probably 3 or 4, but, you know, with actual self-defense range, it's more than close enough. So we put about 200 rounds through today, got her pretty dirty, which that's okay. Of course, there were no malfunctions of any kind. It ran 100%, and it was just a lot of fun to shoot. So yeah, this is the NRA edition. I'm not sure what all really that means, other than my serial number starts with NRA, and it came with a NRA challenge coin. I don't know what everyone's views are on the NRA. I mean, they've done us some good, but, you know, they also seem like they took a lot of our money and went on fancy jet rides and stuff, but whatever. I didn't buy it because of the NRA thing. I bought it because I really like this FDE look, and came with 3 magazines, so that was more important to me than that it's an NRA model. But yeah, this thing's pretty awesome. So I don't know if it, you know, I don't know that this thing makes my old Glock 26 obsolete, but, you know, if you have your choice between this and a Glock 26, I mean, it's not much of a decision, unless you just happen to shoot the Glock so much better and don't shoot this, you know, very well, because about everything about this is easier to carry. So definitely pretty cool gun. Glad I finally picked one up, and you know, we'll keep running it and see how she does. So, all right, guys, Sig P365. Y'all have a nice day.